Well, hello. This is James from the Shopsmith Repair Woodworking Academy, and then today I want to talk about maintenance and what are the things that are important to maintain on your machine. So first of all, we're going to lubricate the sheaves, and we're going to show you how to do that. But first, this would be like your machine at home. First thing you have to do is remove this and these two hubs. Okay, so we're going to remove the top one and take it right off. I'll set it here, and then I'm going to turn it around so I can see the set screw in this one. And I take that one off, put my wrench back up here, get my Phillips screwdriver, take out these two screws here. Okay. Alright, so here's the other set screw, or the screw. Just remove that. Doesn't want to come out. There it is. Put my set through it. Take this cover off. So what we want to do is we got to advance this thing to the high speed and turn it off and unplug it. So I'm going to do that. I'll have to plug it back in. And I'm going to turn it up to high speed. You're going to want to unplug your machine before you lubricate it. Now that it's up to high speed, we'll be able to lubricate this sheave down here. You turn it until you find this hole in what's called the floating sheave here, and you spread apart. Here it is. So you spread apart these things here and put 1 or 2 drops of oil in that hole. And the other thing that I'm going to show you, I'm going to rotate my thing. You wouldn't have the option of doing that at your shop. I'm going to have it here, so I'll show you how to do it. And we're going to lubricate right here in that hole. You're going to lubricate 1 or 2 drops of oil every 20-25 hours of operation. That'll keep your machine operating in peak performance. Now once you do that, you'll want to come back over here, turn your machine on, and run that through the speed range up and down. So okay, the last thing we're going to show you today is part of maintenance. Well, let's put it this way. I have a lot of customers that have requested how to remove the lead plugs in the headstock. So first of all, let me show you the 3 lead plugs that we have put in and what they're used for. This one is for the quill that holds your quill in place. This one is the quill collar, which allows you to take the quill apart for service or maintenance, replace the bearing, something like that. You should never need to take that one apart. The last one is over here, and it's used to take this shaft assembly out, the Quill Advance shaft assembly. But again, I don't think, a lot of them I get in here never have this or this, you know, this one being the Quill Advance, this one being the Quill. They don't have them removed. They're still intact. I want to show you how to take one out. So here's how to get one out. You'll need, first of all, a point like this and a hammer. Okay, so we're taking out this lead weight, and then we pry it up. There it is. Put it on the bench over there. And I'm going to get the Allen wrench, and we want to loosen it up about 1.5 turns. And then I'll put the Allen wrench back. So before we advance the quill, we have to make sure that this is loose here. And then you turn your quill and advance it until it disengages from the teeth. So I'm going to take the quill out. Now, you've got to hold on to this shaft. You don't want to let it go because you could get whacked in the fingers. It's got a lot of spring tension. And then when it gets all the way done, you want to hold it right there. Set it at 4.5 so it won't let the spring unwind. If the spring unwinds, it may get unhooked, and then you can be in trouble because it's very difficult to hook that spring back up again. Okay, now when I have the quill out, it would be a good time to wax it, clean the teeth, and put it back in, which you would not normally do. You would normally advance it as far as it can go, and at that point you clean the teeth that are visible and wax it at that point, and we'll do it in that order. Okay, so here's the quill, and I'm going to put it here and get a brush. You can see the brush, and we'll go ahead and clean the teeth, and we'll get everything out of that, and then we'll put it back, wax it, and put it back in the machine, because that's what I would do being a machine shop. But you would probably not do that. You'll put it in your machine, and I'll show you how to wax it while it's in the machine. Okay, so here we're going to loosen this. So here it is, no tension. Put on 1 turn, 2 turns, and if you want a little bit more, you can put a little bit more. You got to turn it a little bit so it'll get engaged, and then put it back in. And at that point, I'm going to get the set screw. Make sure it's in the groove, and then tighten it all the way, and take it off at least 1/4 turn, maybe more. All right, so if you have a machine that's all assembled but you want to wax your quill, I'm going to show you how to do that. First of all, so you advance it to 4 all the way till it hits this set screw, and you lock it in place at 4.5. Then, while it's locked and out there, you take your paste floor wax, and you're going to wax the quill. I'm going to actually do this for you. What there is of it, your wax. Then you're going to wait 5 minutes at least, and wipe the wax off, and that's it. Now, assume we've waited our 5 minutes. We'll come back with a clean cloth and wax this here. That is your best way. Loosen this knob and let it go back. Now you can see how the quill advances and retracts very, very smoothly, and that's what it should always do once you finish waxing it. Thank you for watching today about maintenance issues. I hope you've learned something that you'll be able to put to use in your own shop. If you would like to know more about what we do here at Shopsmith Repair, please check my website, shopsmithrepair.com. And come back again next time for another video.